You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are simply standing at the exact crossroads where your old excuses are fighting for their life, and your new self is waiting to be born. Listen to me. This is the moment where you decide who you are going to be from this day forward. Not tomorrow. Not when things calm down. Not when I feel ready. Now. The time is always now. You have told yourself the same story for years. I'm tired. I'm busy. I don't have the talent. I don't have the money. I don't have the right background. Every one of those sentences has one thing in common. They keep you exactly where you are. They feel safe. They feel logical. They feel honest. But they are lies you have repeated so many times that they started to sound like truth. You say you don't have time, but you can scroll for an hour. You say you're too tired, but you binge another episode. You say you're not ready, but you've been getting ready for years. At some point, you have to do the hardest thing a human being can do. You have to look in the mirror and admit, I am the reason I am not where I want to be. Not your boss, not your parents, not your past. You. That truth hurts. It should hurt. But that pain is not punishment. That pain is power. As long as you believe someone else is driving your life, you stay a passenger. The moment you take responsibility for everything, you gain the power to change anything. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind. But you can change yourself. That is where your freedom begins. Understand this. Excuses are not harmless. Every excuse is a decision. Every excuse is a vote for the weaker version of you. Every time you say I can't, what you are really saying is I won't. You have two options in front of you every day. Results or excuses. Growth or comfort. Responsibility or blame. Discipline or regret. You cannot have both. The world does not remember the people who almost did it. The world remembers the people who did it anyway. It is easy to dodge responsibility, but you cannot dodge the consequences of dodging responsibility. The life you are living is the result of the standards you have accepted. If it is to be, it is up to you. You say you want a better body, but you argue with the alarm clock instead of the weights. You say you want to build something great, but you protect your comfort more fiercely than your dream. You say you want love, but you keep returning to old patterns because changing them feels uncomfortable. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Discipline means doing what you said you would do, long after the mood you set it in has left. It means showing up when it's boring, when it's painful, when nobody is clapping, when no one is watching. You want freedom. Freedom is not the absence of rules. It is the reward of discipline. If you lack discipline over your body, you become trapped inside it. If you lack discipline over your mind, you become trapped by fear, dependence, and distraction. The more discipline you have, the more freedom you earn. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. Motivation appears when it wants to. Discipline shows up when you decide to. You do not need another video. You do not need another quote. You do not need another plan. You need a decision. The best way to predict your future is to create it, choice by choice, habit by habit, hour by hour, and it begins in your mind. You say, I've never been disciplined. So what? You weren't born walking. You weren't born speaking. You weren't born skilled. Discipline is a muscle, and the first rep is always ugly. Start anyway. Maybe you are scared. Good. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that something else matters more. You will fail. You will fall short. You will embarrass yourself. That is not a possibility. That is a guarantee. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path to it. Stop talking about the mountain. Start climbing. Even lost movement is better than standing still. Action brings clarity. Movement creates direction. Your past may be heavy. That wasn't your fault. But what you do now is your responsibility. Pain is not your choice. Staying there is. You can spend your life blaming, or you can spend your life building. You cannot do both. Right now, a stronger version of you is trapped beneath excuses. Every excuse you break frees a piece of that person. The right moment is the moment you decide not to wait anymore. Time will pass whether you move or not. The price of greatness is responsibility, not talent, not luck. Responsibility. So start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Today. Keep the small promises you make to yourself. Get up when the alarm rings. Focus for 1 hour. Move your body. Put the phone away. Feelings follow actions, not the other way around. Every disciplined action teaches your mind that your word matters. Nobody is coming to save you. Support exists. Guidance exists. But the work has your name on it. Ask yourself honestly, where am I making excuses instead of progress? Do not answer with shame. Answer with courage. Change is hard. But staying the same when you know you're capable of more is harder. Regret weighs more than discipline ever will. You don't need to change everything overnight. You only need to stop lying to yourself. Your dreams are not for other people. They are for the version of you brave enough to act. So from today, no more just this once. No more I'll start tomorrow. No more I don't feel like it. No more I can't because. Take full ownership. Because the moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change anything in your life. This is not motivation. It's a warning and a promise. If you keep making excuses, nothing changes. If you choose discipline, everything does. You may not control the outcome, but you will become someone you respect. Get up. Do the work. No more excuses. You know what separates the great from the good. Consistency over intensity. The marathon of small, daily disciplines beats the sprint of occasional motivation every time. Champions aren't born in moments of glory. They're forged in the quiet hours when no one is watching. Discipline is freedom. Not they made me. Not it happened to me, but I chose this. When you own your mornings and your evenings, when you stack small wins day after day, excuses eventually collapse under the weight of evidence. There is a difference between wanting success and needing it. When the desire runs deep enough, discomfort stops being a threat and becomes fuel. The burn, the early mornings, the repetition that's not suffering, that's proof you're alive and moving forward. Half-hearted effort, on the other hand, is just fear dressed up as comfort. Leadership begins the moment you stop pointing fingers and start taking responsibility. Leaders don't wait. They step up. Their family, their work, their future all rise to the level of the standards that they choose to live by. Everything becomes bearable when you have a reason strong enough to carry it. Without a clear purpose, excuses multiply. With a powerful why, pain turns into power and doubt transforms into drive. You don't control events, but you do control your mind. That is real strength. Wounds don't define you. Losses don't defeat you. Your response does. How you choose to think and act is where authority lives. No matter the circumstances, there is always one freedom that remains. The freedom to choose your attitude. To choose action instead of paralysis. To choose resilience instead of collapse. That choice, repeated daily, makes you unbreakable. Excellence isn't a single act. It's a pattern. You become what you repeatedly do. Shift the pattern, and you shift your identity. One disciplined rep at a time, the victim becomes the victor. Your potential is not a gift meant to be admired. It's a responsibility meant to be fulfilled. Ignore it, and regret follows quietly for years. Honor it, and your life begins to carry weight. So breathe deeply. Decide now. Execute relentlessly. The person you become is shaped by the choice you make in this moment. Rise and shine.